Hello, welcome to another part of our Firebase Android Kotlin tutorial. In this part, I will show you how to create new objects. Okay, from here, from this, from the app, because what we want to make in many cases, in many times, we don't need. I mean, we don't want the user. I mean, each time we want to show some information for the user or change something here. Cannot be having to go to the database and change it by hand. That's not the idea. Okay? What we want to allow is always for the user to upload the data from here. Okay, I mean upload the data from an app or from a web page, and that's what it enters. That's what we're going to do in the following tutorial. Now, how are we going to do that? Do you see? As you can see, I have here a button that I'm going to use for as my interest to allow the user to create in real time an object each time it presses the button. Okay, a new product. I'm gonna add a new product to the list each time I press a button. Okay? This is done by just, as you remember from previous tutorials, I gave it an ID called btn insertar. I just gave it a name, a variable name up here, btn insertar. I set it that the set on click listener is the same class where I am, as you can see. So I have to define the on click function. Okay, I mean, you can do it in many different ways, but in this here, I'm doing it so you can see how I insert a new product to the list. Okay, now how I will insert a new product. The trick is very simple, because I have a class here that represents product. So it's not so complicated if I just do the following part, and I want you to see. I first will create a product, let's say product Maserati. Okay, PRD, let's call it PRD Maserati. Okay. It's gonna be a new product that's gonna have the fields name, price, type, and avatar. Now the avatar, I don't have it, I'm gonna keep it empty. But the name I can. Okay, the price, I also can give it a price. For 100,000, let's put it. The type, I can give it a type, car. Now the avatar, I'm gonna keep empty. Now this telling me that it has to be .0, okay, because it's a double, okay. Already created a product. Remember, this product is in a local. It's local. It's not anywhere else. We didn't update it, insert it, or anything else yet. Okay. Now, what we will do? We'll go to a tutorial here to the explanation and check how do we insert data. Okay. Now there are many ways. I think there are two places we can find examples. We can go to the add manage data, add data here, and this will show us how to add data. Now you will see that here in their example, they're not using a product, they're using a hash map. We don't have to do this because we already have a product with the data. That's something that they don't show you in the tutorials in Firebase, and that's something I want you to keep in mind, because we are creating, okay, because we already created the object as a serialized. We don't have to do this here, right? We just have to do the following step, which is copying these lines here, okay, and changing some things. For example, the collection we want to insert the product Maserati is in the products collection, okay. If we have the ID, we can put it here, okay, but if we don't, we can leave it out. We just can take this out here, but then we have to change it. We have to say something like this: add document, add. We just have to do an add, and we just have to put here a Maserati, and the product we want to add, we just do this, and with doing this is enough. Okay, if we do this, it will work. If you see here in the example, they added two more lines, which is the adds on successful and add on not successful, on failure. They did this so we can have a way to tell the user once he presses the button that if it went well, show the message, and if it went wrong, show this message. But that's not really necessary. We can do it. I'm gonna leave it, okay? So let's execute this and let's see how it affects the database when I press the button up here. You see there is three objects here. Now if I press the button, I should have here 4 and it should appear here on the left. You can see both places if you want. I'm gonna press button and it failed. Okay, I have an error. We're going to see what's the error quickly. That's the first time I see this. Pass must not be empty. Okay, so the problem is that here the data avatar, because I didn't put anything, it uploaded the data. Okay, that data is up. It should have been uploaded. Okay, it's not uploaded. We'll check it out now. But the thing is that before uploading or anything, we already have a problem. It is that the avatar cannot be empty. Okay, the avatar cannot be empty. So what we will add here is an if data avatar is not empty, which will not be like this, is empty, but the other way around by doing this here, the exclamation, like not empty. So if it's not empty, execute this line here. So let's try it again. Okay, now only if the avatar line is not empty, it will. Well, as you can see, Maserati is already up there. I'm not sure why it didn't upload already. It's showing it also here. Let's check it which one it is. It's this one here. Okay. Now, if I press again, I will have 2 Maseratis. Okay. Let's press it again, and this one, you see, it added it, and it added it here as well. Okay. You can connect this to anything you want. You can make a form. As you can see, the information I'm using to create the product in the list fragment 2 here. This information I'm putting it by hand. But the idea is that if you want to allow the user to upload its own products, you have to create a form, okay? You have to ask the user for this data using an edit text, just like you did when you created the user. It has to be the same process, okay? And with this, I've shown you how to upload and create products or create elements from the app itself.